So, one unique and sort of confusing thing about real estate in Westchester and the surrounding counties is that a property could appear online to the consumer to be active and available, but in fact has an accepted offer on it or a deal on it. And that is because how we do contracts locally is very different from the rest of the world. So, in most places, the agents do the contracts, both parties sign it. It is contingent on an inspection and, of course, mortgage and a few other things, but it's under contract within 24, maybe 48, 72 hours. Locally, though, the attorneys do the contracts and they want inspections done before sending contracts out. So you can have an accepted offer on a property on a Monday, not do your home inspection until, say, Wednesday or Thursday, sort out the inspection findings Friday over the weekend, have contracts go out maybe the following Monday, and then have the contracts be fully executed by the following Thursday or Friday. That's 2 weeks of a listing still appearing as active in the multiple listing service, but actually has a deal on it. A verbal deal, but a deal. So the only exception to status changing in the MLS is if the seller decides they want to cease showings. And in those instances, their agent is required to take the property off the market temporarily. We call it TOM, or temporarily off market. But that is the exception. In most cases, it technically appears active because contracts aren't fully executed because they're still in the inspection and the contract process between the attorneys. That makes Westchester and the surrounding counties very unique and very different from the rest of the country, and as a matter of fact, the rest of the state, upstate, and why it can appear very confusing to the consumer because the contract rules do not always dovetail with the MLS rules. That's just one of the funny foibles about our local market. So if your agent does call and finds out that there are multiple offers on the property and that something's been accepted, while it is not contractually binding until all parties sign it, you may want to hold off on seeing it simply because you may be, in the aftershocks of quite a bidding war, and you might want to find something that does not have quite so much competition. But I hope that explains why something can be technically active, but there is a buyer, there is a deal, contracts are in process, and probably the only way to leapfrog through is to overspend. And these days, maybe overspending isn't the way to go. Westchester is very unique in that regards, Westchester, New York City, and the surrounding counties, but that is why something will appear active, but actually does have a deal on it.